Hi, I'm Chris Levy, Technical Partner at Aquila Super. So next in our series of bite-sized briefings that we're hoping will help smooth your audits and make them faster, I just want to briefly touch on business property and most specifically the valuations that are required for these types of properties. Big bugbear for all of us, and it does, when it's not done right, it can tend to slow down the audit and be annoying for everybody. So, as all accountants are aware, all assets of a self-managed super fund need to be revalued or valued to market at the end of the year. Look, the ATO, as we're all aware, the ATO get really tough on this. And I think that a lot of accountants don't fully appreciate just how ferociously tough the ATO are on SMSF auditors to make sure that this is done or addressed adequately by the trustees. So, what do the ATO expect? Well, obviously valuations, proper agent valuations with comparative sales data every couple of years. That everyone understands that, everyone accepts that. It's the intermediate years that is the problem. And to quote a lawyer friend in the industry, the 3-year rule that we all used to accept and understand, three-year rule is dead. You can't just get that valuation and just keep it the same value every single year until the next valuation is done. So I guess what they're looking for now is they do expect a revaluation or a reassessment of the value in those intermediate years. And to use their terminology, the documentation that the accountant and the trustee need to provide, it needs to be objective and supportable. So practically, how do you actually deal with this? What has tended to evolve is, say we're looking at the 2023 audit now, the trustee will go and organise a proper agent valuation, say, find out what the value of the property is now. That can be used for 2023, but it can also be used for 2024. So for 2 of the 3 years, in that sort of a 3-year window, it's actually an agent valuation supporting the value. For the next year, though, so for 2025, that's where we need additional information. And as I said, the ATO actually explicitly said, look, we don't expect a valuation, but they do want some more evidence. And so what can that look like? Now, I guess the sort of gold standard is correspondence, letter, email from a commercial real estate agent, possibly property specific, or even sort of general property markets discussion, basically saying, look, in the years I've done that valuation or someone's done it, this is what's happened to the property market in that area. So industrial property market in a sort of Sydney or real estate market or commercial real estate market on the North Sydney. They have a general discussion. They say, look, things have moved a little bit up, 5% up, 5% down, and then that general property movement is applied to the previous valuation, and that's enough to sort of get it over the line before the valuation, the property valuation the following year. Ideally, it's supported by comparable sales. The ATO is very big on that, but this is still useful information because you are basing the valuation you're basing your assessment of the value on the previous year's proper valuation with comparable sales. Some trustees, an alternative, some trustees go and get their own comparable sales, and it might be, for example, if there's a group of warehouses, they can say, well, look, the one down the road sold for this, and they apply that to their property, or it might be a per square meter. Right, they say, look, this floor in this building over here, my office is B grade, that's B grade, same area, and they apply it that way. So the trustee finds this information themselves, which can be difficult, admittedly, because commercial and business property, the information is just not as out there, not in the public sphere as, say, residential. Some trustees have been using rent increases or trying to use rent increases and saying, well, look, the previous valuation was partially based upon a capitalisation of the lease amount. We know that the lease has increased to X, gone up 4%, so therefore the value has gone up by 4%. My personal feeling is that's probably not valid. You know, for two reasons. One is that the underlying value of a land may have gone up or down, completely unrelated to the lease terms. And secondly, even though there's an argument to say, well, look, you're getting the lease amount and applying the capitalisation rate to it, and they're saying, oh, we're going to use the previous valuations capitalisation rate. Well, that rate might have changed. So even though the lease has changed, the rate may have changed, and you don't know what it is. So I'm not a fan of doing that, unless there's some additional supporting evidence to back it up. So yeah, look, I guess that's it. Key takeaway, if you want the audits to be smoother, is before it gets to us to actually have an argument. I guess what it is, to say, look, this is what we think the value is for this, you know, for this problem year. Here's the reasoning. Here's the supporting evidence, and hopefully they'll you know, get it across the line a lot faster than us saying, look, you've got nothing. Sorry, go away and organise some you know, appraisal or get some additional information. So hopefully that's been useful. Thank you.